Dear John, I've met someone else. I will always love you as brother. I think we should call off the wedding. I'll see you around. Sincerely, Vicky. Hey Vicky, I'm upset about your decision, and I read the letter and everything. And I was just wondering, at least can I get the ring back?
Okay, so, no, because you gave it to me, and now it's mine, so,
Vicky, please. I love you, and you're the only one for me. Like, we're soulmates, and I know eventually we're gonna get back together, and I want it to just be now. I love you, and I just want to get married. Like, when we're supposed to. Don't call off the wedding, because I love you.
No, I'm sorry, honey. I'm in love with this new guy, and he's so handsome, and he's so rich, and you're not. I'm sorry.
She definitely fell in her head, and I didn't hear her moving after that. I'm gonna have to call the cops. About 45 minutes ago, I went to my ex-girlfriend's house. I was trying to get back a ring that I proposed to her with, and she wouldn't give it back. Anyway, I went through her house, and I went into the bathroom. She was in there. I surprised her. She screamed. I think she fell, and since then I've tried to call her multiple times, and she hasn't picked up. I think she might have fell. I'm just really worried about her. Can you send someone to go check on her?
So we think this is more than fair and all for your client.
Read that back to me.
Well, first of all, your client was trespassing, and by witnesses, they say there was no one else seen at the house that night. And based on his actions, it caused Miss Vicky to fall, bleed out, and eventually die.
His actions were breaking into the home, yes. But murder? No. This victim's death was inadvertent, and the only charge that's been brought onto him so far that has any merit whatsoever is breaking and entering. This is ridiculous.
He murdered her, and he's going down for it.
Well, we'll see about that. Have you heard about this case before in the news or media or anything like that?
No, I have not.
Okay. Have you had any bad breakups recently?
Nope.
Okay. Now, if you were on trial, would you want to have yourself as a juror? Would you want to be?
No, I'm really bad under high pressure situations like this.
Oh, okay. All right, thank you. Have you heard about this case before in the news or the media or anything like that?
No, I have not.
Okay. All right, next question. In your own personal life, has anything happened to you that sticks out that reminds you of this case or anything about it?
Actually, yeah, a really close friend of mine was killed a few years back by her boyfriend.
Okay, thank you. So, have you heard about this case before in the news or the media or anything like that?
No, I can't say I have.
Okay. Have you had any bad breakups recently? Anything that sticks out? No? Okay. Alright, last question. If you were on trial for a crime, would you want to have yourself as a juror?
Yes, I say that I would, because I'm a firm believer that a person's innocent before they're proven guilty.
Alright. For the defense, juror number 1 would be excused because he can't handle high pressure situations and would be more likely to fall into the bias of the rest of the jurors during deliberation. Juror number 2 was also excused on account of her having prior experiences that were very much related to the case at hand. Juror number 3 was the ideal juror because he hadn't heard of the case before, he hadn't had any previous experiences that would have given him a conflict of interest, and most importantly, he is a strong proponent of innocent before proven guilty, which would go a very long way in helping us get our client off.
I'm your new defense attorney because some personal issues came up with the other guy, so he had to leave town. But for this case, what you explained to me so far is we can prove that you didn't kill her, but we can't prove your innocence completely because you did break and enter into the house. So right now, we're going to figure out how well we can prove that you didn't actually kill her. So at first, can you just like explain your story on your side?
So I went to her apartment, to see if I can get my ring back. I saw that she was about to like go in the shower, so I just waited until she got in the shower. I waited to see the window fog up. So at that point, I knew like I probably wouldn't be caught. So I went and just get my ring. I found the CD, but not the ring. So I decided to go in the bathroom. It was the last place to check for the ring. I went in the bathroom. She heard me, and apparently that like freaked her out. She screamed, and I thought she might have fell. That just totally freaked me out. I ran out the door, and I just kept running. And then like 45 minutes later, and I tried to call her a couple times. She didn't respond or anything. I was just really scared at that point. Like, I still care about her. So I didn't want her to die. So, that's when I decided, just call the police, and that was basically it.
Well, did you know that she was home at the time?
Yeah, I did know she was home. That's why I waited for her to go to the bathroom, because I didn't want her to catch me or anything. I didn't want to get hurt. That's not why I was there. I came there just to get my ring and my CD back.
But she didn't see you at all?
She didn't see me at all until I came in the bathroom.
What were your intentions?
Intentions just get my ring and my CD and bounce.
So why did you wait so long to call the police after?
I was just honestly just in shock. Like, I couldn't, my hands were shaking everywhere. My phone was also dead. So as soon as I was like okay to drive, I drove home, and I called the police as soon as I could from there.
Okay. So what we came down to is basically you're gonna get in trouble for the whole trespassing and breaking and entering. It's more of like a property law, but the medical examiner that we were talking to says that she can prove that Vicky fell in the shower and hit her head, and that proving that you never like caused a harm to her. So it's just gonna come down to how much time you're gonna have to do and money you're gonna have to owe for the breaking into her house and trying to steal the CD and the ring. But you should be fine with getting away about the whole murder thing because you didn't actually kill her and she slipped. So what makes you an expert witness? Like, what are your credentials?
Well, I went to a very prestigious college. I graduated from Harvard Medical School with a degree in forensic science. I very recently published an article in a very well-known medical journal, and I've been working for the state of Arizona for about 15 years now in forensic evidence.
Okay. So with the body of Vicky that was found, what about it? What did you guys find out about it?
Well, basically we found out that there is no evidence that her head was forcefully shoved against the shower wall or that any trauma came to her. There's no bruising on her face, no signs of struggle, no skin under her fingernails, anything like that. The trauma on the back of her head matched the blood spatter pattern on the shower wall, which shows that she clearly just slipped and fell and hit her head, and that no one forcefully hit her or hurt her in any way, and that the cause of death was bleeding out after that.
So from what you found, there's like no incriminating facts that my client, Mr. Loser, actually killed Vicky?
No, the slipping and falling and the cause of death was all Vicky's doing. It was all on her.
So for the facts in the case we found is that we can prove to the judge and the jury that he is innocent of the murder and that the death of Vicky was from her own cause. But he will be getting charged with the breaking and entering into her house and like the attempt to steal some of his stuff back. But I think he can just get charged with just the breaking and entering because he didn't actually steal it. Because when he freaked out and saw that she fell, he dropped all the stuff and didn't end up taking anything. So right now, we're just waiting to hear back from the judge and the prosecutor that what it's going to come down to is how much time he's going to get for the breaking into her house. So we're looking at a sentence of no more than 6 months and a maximum of $2,000 fine right now. And from the facts of the medical examiner, we know that it's almost impossible for him to get the murder pinned onto him. The medical examiner said that there's absolutely no way that they can show he caused the harm to Vicky, and that with the facts of that, we can take the whole murder charge away entirely. Also, he was upset about her keeping the ring and his CD, so that made him act negligently to want to break into her house and get those things back. Yeah, he probably shouldn't have broke in and probably waited until she gave them back, but he never caused any harm to her. It was just a complete accident for her to fall and then get hurt.